All right, so what we're going to do is for a customer. This is cool. Banjo Warehouse is across the driveway, the parking lot, and this is our studio at Watch and Learn, and we can just walk in the studio anytime. So we're shooting a video for a specific customer comparing two MB3 banjos. And just to keep track of them, the serial number on that one is 240. So we'll just call this one 240. And what we're going to do is I'm going to play it a little bit, but mostly we're going to show it in detail, just like we do the other video. So here's actually, let's do the detail first, if that's okay, because that's probably the most important. Okay, so this is an MB3, which is a mandolin banjo, and we've got if you look at the pot, it's all original, but the MB3s did not come with a 5-string or even a 4-string tailpiece. So this is a newer Presto. Okay, so that's the only thing that's not original on the banjo. And of course the keys aren't original because it had a mandolin neck on it. Okay, so here's the armrest, and we're going to do a close-up of the parts because this is almost more of a what's it look like video, and I will play these banjos as well. Okay, now we'll go up the neck. Now 240 has a seagull pattern on it. Okay, and this is, I mean, we get these banjos in a lot. It's a very high quality neck. It possibly could be a Frank Neat neck. Okay, now once again, since we're showing the detail and the condition, let's do a close-up and we'll do the back, and you can see what kind of keys are on it, which are these are actually Keith pegs, not the kind that you can, not the D-tuner pegs, but Bill Keith also made some really high-quality regular ones. And let's just go up the neck here, mostly just to see the condition of the neck. Okay. So the neck is fairly new. We don't know how new, but it really hasn't been played much. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will go to the resonator. Now this resonator is 100% original finish. It's in extraordinarily good condition. And I think what you might, even the sides, okay? Now, if there's a little scratch or a little mark somewhere on the resonator, that's always possible, but it's in about as good condition as it could be. And you'll notice that the chalk inside is in good condition, and you can see the serial number where my finger is probably. Okay, so it's 240-10. Okay, so all that is absolutely correct. So it's a great condition. And then we'll look at the inside. Now the thing about it, the MB3s, it was a master tone banjo. Okay, so the other important thing, and you're just going to have to trust me on this because I don't know, well, I mean, we'll try to show it to you, but I don't know that it's going to work. The serial number, which is 240-10, so the number on the shell and the number on the resonator are the same. This came original with 2 coordinator rods. That's all original, and I think we just did show you the master tone sticker. I think we did, so we don't need to show that to you again. You can see, if you do another close-up, that the pot, which is very not good condition, the rim, which is pretty typical, and I believe all the hardware is original. And going back to the tension hoop, you can see that it basically almost looks new. Okay, and then of course we have the flange, and the flange would have a lot of them have some pitting, but this pitting on there is very minor. Okay, also the pre-war flanges had a dull, I don't know if it was a coating, but it was dull on the underside. Okay, so that should answer all your questions about that banjo, and I'll go ahead and play it. And here we go. So that's a pretty good description of that banjo. And I'm going to hand this to Andy and have him put the lugs back on while I get the other banjo out. The thumb screws. All right. Pretty casual video. Here your thumb screws are. Thank you. And that's Andy, by the way. He's the man behind the scenes. So if you visit Banjo Warehouse, you'll see him. And if you don't visit and you call, most of the time you'll be talking to him. All right. All right, so here's the second MB-3. And of course you can use your arrow if you're looking at this on the computer and to compare the sound. You can note where the one banjo is on the video and you can note where the second banjo is. Okay, so that first one is 240, and this one, we take it out, and it is 378. That's 378. Okay, so I'm gonna show this banjo. Okay. And both these banjos have a Huber HR30. I didn't mention on that other one, and neither one came with an HR30, but the HR30 for some reason on these pre-war banjos sounds better and more consistent along the entire spectrum and sounds more like an original flathead than any ring. And every time we get a pre-war, if possible, 100% if we can do it, we put an HR30 in it. And the only ones we don't do that with are if the banjo's not in very good condition and we can't justify spending that extra money. Okay, so here we have the other one, which once again I just called this this number. Some of the later ones I actually penciled the number in, so it's not as okay, 378. Okay, so 378. So looking at the pot, okay, once again, all original. Okay. Now this particular one, somebody had put a Presto original tailpiece on it. And I'm going to turn it to the side, and you're going to see that this metal is incredible. And you've got, somebody put a screw here for some reason. I don't know if there's a mute or something, but there's a screw there, okay? Just want you to know that. And the flange is in really good shape. Both flanges are flat. This one's perfectly flat, and the one on 240 is pulled up just a little bit, okay? So let's do a close-up of the flange, and you'll just see the metal's in just really good condition. Okay. Now, we'll actually look at the neck next, and I believe the person that we bought this from, who actually received it as a gift, said that it was a Frank Neat neck, and I have no way to verify that. But anyway, so it has a Hearts and Flowers new neck. Okay, and this one actually has original keys on it from probably a TB2 banjo, but those are original old Gibson pegs, and they seem to work fine. And on the neck, not that it's a big deal, you probably rub that up, but there's a few little marks right here. Probably somebody had a ring, you know, and I don't know if you can see that. Once again, we're going into kind of hyper detail here. And for some reason, they put this button on here, which looks a little strange, but we can just put another button on. It's not that big a deal. All right, so now we've shown you the condition of this banjo. Now we'll look at the resonator. Okay, so this resonator is in also extraordinarily good condition. Okay. And this one might have a few more little tiny marks. Okay, so that's that. And then just let's look at the side here. Okay, so you can see if there's any little marks. Okay, so this resonator is original finish. All right. Now, let's look at the inside. And once again, you see the Master Tone sticker. Okay. And once again, the Master Tone's very significant because the rim is a little better. It's got double coordinator rods instead of one. And it's a 3-ply hard rock maple shell. Okay. Now sometimes in the old Gibsons, you'll see you'll look at the shell and say that's not 3-ply, that's 5-ply. And what would happen is sometimes when they put them together, there might be a little crack somewhere. And they would just route that out and just stick another ply in there, but it's still a 3-ply rim. It's just on the surface there. And also important, the matching serial number 378-1 is stamped in the resonator. Resonator also stamped in the shell. Okay, and once again you can see shell's in good shape. But the main thing is that it's all there. It has the HR30, it's got a really good neck and original finish. And I will now play this banjo and then we will go from there. Okay, so here we go. We'll even bring it up. Tell you that both these banjos sound incredible. Neither one has been played very much. So after these banjos are played for, let's say, a week, they're actually going to change. So you might, and they have a very similar sound. So in this video, you might say, oh, I like the sound of this banjo better than the other one. Well, a week later after playing them, about a week after playing them, they'll both change. So the one that sounded better week one the other one might sound better. But I can assure you these things sound unreal. And I didn't say this, but these MB3s are the best, most extraordinary banjos that I've ever heard. And for some reason, they sound better to me than the mahogany, which would be a 3. So not only are they less expensive than a 3, but they sound better. So. so I think that's it. So anyway, if you have any questions, just give me a call. And as I say, we have 2 of these. We've only had 4 of these in 4 years. So once they're sold, we probably won't have. We may not have another one for a couple of years. And if any time I see one, I try to buy it because they're so incredible. So talk to you later.